Do you have like a go-to?
I like a tilt of the head and a smile.
What about the old classic, the hold of the tree?
I had a prop and I worked with it, you know?
I would like to welcome Joey King to Ladies First Podcast, in which I speak with, to, and sometimes at ladies who are the first in what they do. Reasons
Or you
and
just
qualities.
said speaked with.
Speak to with an at.
You said speaked with.
Joey and I, we met at a party, again, back in the before times. You just came in like you just knew what's up, what's down. So funny, so happy to be there. Like, and you would have been, I think, maybe 16.
I was 16, yeah.
We do something called 10 firsts, okay? It's 10 cheeky little questions about the first thing you do in your day in various genres? Let's say genres. First drink you order.
First drink I order is usually a glass of white wine.
What
Chardonnay. Chardonnay. I like a really, really dry Chardonnay.
See,
Very
that's
dry.
unusual. At least you don't want a buttery one. If you wanted a buttery Chardonnay, I would hang up.
No. Ugh. I honestly, I enjoy Chardonnay the most, but I do love a Cabernet Sauvignon. So I usually go red. It's better for your heart, is what my grandmother tells me.
First thing you look at on your phone in the morning.
Ooh, that's a good one. When I wake up in the morning, I'm usually either too hot or too cold, so I open my thermostat app and I adjust.
That's a
And then
novel answer. I haven't had that
Yeah.
one yet.
And then I check my texts, and then usually there's no notifications, so I move on.
First person you call if you have news or whatever.
My mom, for sure. I'm like, Mom! Whether it's bad news or good news, I'm like, guess what? With the same amount of aggression, bad or good. Or, because she's so bad at answering her phone, I'll call. Our rule in our family is if Mom doesn't answer the first time and you really need to talk to her, call her 3 times in a row, because then if she sees it, she'll call you back.
First and last fashion splurge.
My first fashion splurge. This is not my own splurge, but this was like my first fashion, moment. I was allowed to wear little heels when I turned 13. It was like my mom's rule. So for my wrapped present on White House Down, Roland Emmerich bought me my first pair of Louboutins.
Baby's first Louboutins. We all remember where
And
we
they
were.
still fit me because my feet didn't ever grow because I'm super short. Yay!
Were they sparkly?
No, they're so tasteful. They're these beautiful nude Louboutins, and they're lace up, but they have also embellishments of lace on it.
We all remember where we were when we got our first pair of Louboutins, right?
Yeah, and thank you, Roland. It's such a sweet gift.
First time you owned your shit.
I was 17, I was on a set, and I was like, I don't like that way that someone talked to me just then. That, I don't care how old I am, I don't care what you think, that was not nice, and you don't talk to me like that in front of people. So I owned my shit, and then I just got better at it after that.
Now, do you have much shit that you own? Do you have a colony of shit that you own?
I don't have a colony of shit, because I often don't think my shit needs to be owned. My shit kind of sometimes speaks for itself, but if I have to do some owning of some shitteth, I will own the shit that I need to own, shittily.
Consistency is key. First date.
First date, I didn't know it was a date. I was young, I was 14. One of my really good friends, who's still a friend to me now, he took me on this awesome date, I guess it was. And I was like, wow, I'm just hanging out with my friend, we're having a great time. And then at the end of the date, he asked me to be his girlfriend. It was so sweet. And I was like, I'm not allowed to date. Because I wasn't, and that was my honest answer.
Yeah.
I've actually told that story before, and I'm surprised he hasn't called me yet being like, you can't tell this story. It's not fair.
First thing you turn on TV.
Not the first thing, but this is the thing that I literally just finished. My boyfriend and I, from front to back, watched Seinfeld, the whole thing. That show is impeccable. I love it so much. And there's so many things in there that I was laughing at so hard, and I was just thinking to myself, man, that could never be said today.
First thing you do or eat when you are stressed out.
There's so many things I'll eat. Don't even get me started. Reese's peanut butter cups. Mm-hmm. If I'm stressed, I'll definitely pound some of those back. And the first thing I do when I'm stressed out, I've learned to try and take some deep breaths and maybe do a little meditation, which is a great thing for me that I've learned. But a lot of the times I will accidentally take it out on someone I love dearly and then have to apologize for it.
First car you bought.
My first car, honestly, I wasn't allowed to buy a car until I was driving for a year. And my mom's rule for all 3 of us girls was you have to drive the family minivan for a year before you can get a car. That car was so banged up from all of us. She was like, if you're going to destroy anything, you destroy this car first and then you spend money on a car. I was so embarrassed when I was driving that car around. I had like one of my first boyfriends at the time when I started driving it, and I would like go to his house and I was like, oh God, this is terrible.
Minnie and the family, the soccer mom, you're like, hi.
Right? But in hindsight, I'm like, what a great thing my mom instilled in us.
First thing you'll do when this goddamn pandemic is over?
I'll freaking go to the movies. I'll take my grandma to the movies. She's been so lonely and so like freaked out about COVID. I've gone and visited her from a distance as much as I can because I like miss her so much. I just want to hang out with her. But when this is over, I'm gonna take that freaking beautiful woman to a movie and dinner and have a date with my grandma.
You show that woman what she's worth.
That's right. She's worth a lot.
And you know who's also worth a lot? You are, Joey King.
Me are? No way, Jose.
I am a fan of yours entirely because of who you are.
Thank you so much for saying all that. It's such a joy and an honor to be in your orbit.
Joey King, you're a queen.
Oh, stop it. You're my queen and I'm your king.
Thank you so much for watching 10 Firsts. I hope you liked it. If you did, click the subscribe button. This is me clicking below, or like, or anything to validate me personally. And stick around for next week when we'll get more juicy first time.